Hello, 2026. Happy New Year. It is 2025. Right now, it is December 31, midnight. It's almost approaching to the new year. And there's only 3 things on my mind, which is stability, freedom, and creativity. Coming into 2025, I was very unhappy, feeling very empty after my working hours are stable, and there's a sense of craving for something new that is creeping on me. So I decided to put my anxiety into action. Following 6 months of making YouTube videos and 3 months into writing songs, which I didn't anticipate it, but it just naturally grew into it. And following by another 3 months of publishing music monthly. That's basically how my 2025 went. Financially, I didn't gain or earn anything. By those time, I invested into my creativity, but I have gained direction, purposes, goals, visions, and clarity into a new schedule of life that I wanted to be living in. I finally had a decent clarity of what do I really want in my everyday life. I think I have mentioned before, I think human beings are naturally very curious and feisty creature. We cannot stay in a stable life construct for a very long time because we get restless. I think with or without us noticing, we are constantly searching for new challenges and something to look forward to. I will almost entirely reasoning the feeling of unhappiness and emptiness to the lacking of learning new things, follow my curiosity and being challenged to move out of my current comfort zone to be the factors of my dark periods of time in the beginning of 2025. So the 3 things I mentioned in the beginning, stability, freedom, and creativity, I think they go together almost as triplets, because without stability, you have no currency or space to going after more freedom in your life. And I think oftentimes we be thinking that having a stable job, stable income will be the obstacle of taking our time to really go after what we want. But as I am approaching to the busy season in my waffle business, I come to realize that even though I have worked more days comparing to the slower seasons in the summertime, every day after work, when my daily income have almost doubled, all the hard work I put in, that's give me the advantage of being able to save more and earn more in the same working hours somehow feels so rewarding. And I just feel very secure and confident about moving forward with everything else in life. I think stability is something that's often being left out in a conversation. We oftentimes see stability as an obstacle, but I would like to say I really don't feel like that anymore. I used to feel like that back in the days when I was working an office job where I feel deeply unhappy about going day in and day out, 8 to 5. Feel like I'm being locked in a jail of an office, punching in and out every day. But actually, those were the time where I actually saved the most of the income that I have because it was so little. So I need to be vigilant about where I spend. I need to be intentional about the money I wanted to save. I need to be in control. I cannot let myself go. But the first few years when I become stable, when I first starting retail business on clothing, I earn a lot every day. Cash in, but cash out very fast as well. Because I didn't appreciate it, what I've got so fast. It wasn't easy. The first few years was definitely been a long struggle period, but I think that's what you get easily, you over time disregard more easily. So I would like to point out that having a stable job, having a stable income, actually, essentially is the base of everything else you would like to go after in life. That's your baseline to move forward. The second and third things on my mind going into the new year after stability is freedom and creativity. Once you have your stability, you have the basic structure of your everyday life's expenses, and you are being able to save towards something that you're going for. For me, which is always more freedom. Whatever your sense of direction is in a new year, I think freedom really always have been something that is worth fighting for me. I think I know for sure most thing I do in life, which I work hard for, has always been fighting for more space of freedom with life. With the sense of freedom of your own scheduling on your daily working schedule, it gives you a sense and space of more imaginations, wonders, and creativity to imagine the vision of your future. I think once you have your stability, you really have more leverage to go after more freedom in your life. The last come to creativity is because creativity is something that you find out once you follow your curiosity with your after work time, with your free time. That's left in your day-to-day. That's where you can go study, you get knowledgeable about other people's lifestyle, other people's career, other people's professional skills. That's where you will put into more time to understand why those people can do what they do. And the career path and the lifestyle they're having is something that I would like to adapting in my own life. And that's where your creativity and curiosity leading the way to the future versions of a new life for you. Without freedom and creativity, There will be lacking of imaginations and the drive, the desire to want to have something more in life. And that oftentimes resolve to what I've been through in 2024. Lacking of challenges, lacking of something to look forward to, it brings you a lot of resentment and disappointment for your life, for yourself. Overthinking about what could have happened, and all those random negative thoughts was never helpful. So I think I'm slowly growing into this more practical person, which definitely is completely different from where I was a couple years ago. I was just someone always go with the flow, go with the feelings. And that lead me into a lot of wrong places. So I think stability, freedom, and creativity will be the three things that's leading me into the new year. And I also understand that being patient and have a long-term planning on your visions, on your goals are also very important. Nothing can build over a few weeks or months, and sometimes you can't even get to where you want to be in 1 year or 2 years time. But what I know for sure from doing clothing retail and waffle vendor business is that I always get to the results I want basically after 3 years of consistency, of not quitting, of decided to see things through no matter what. So stability, freedom, creativity, and patience will be the 4 things that I'm going to follow in 2026. No one have the ability to predict tomorrow, but I think regardless, just be prepared and take life one day at a time. Learn to be patient. Learn to be persistent, moving forward with your life with a sense of purpose. And slowly grow into this confident person you get to know more and more is the most important thing. Since we cannot predict what happens tomorrow or next month, might as well just focus on today.